Hello kitties, my name is Kira. I'm better known as Afro Kitty on social media, and today's video is going to be a doozy. It's a shocker. We got shocking news. And for those of you who don't know me or what I do, I am an artist that loves to talk about dolls, TV shows, movies, cartoons, anime, and much, much more. And in today's video, like I mentioned, it's going to be a doozy. It's a shocker. I will be discussing this week's Rainbow High episode 8 from season 3 called Rainbow Vision Rifts Audition Begins. Now, I will address the things that happen. I'm going to be breaking them down, the things that happened in this episode, and also giving you possibly like my theories for the next episode, possibly this week, probably. And yeah, let's just begin with that. Okay, so first on the discussion list, let's talk about I call her Mila, but it's Mila and Delilah's appearance. Now, in previous videos that I made, I mentioned how the majority of the Series 4 collection dolls have been introduced in the series now, except for Mila and Delilah. And within this episode, we finally get to see their 3D models, which I have to say they look amazing. Now, if you're new to my channel, I did discuss the Series 4 collection, the dolls, and Mila was one of my least favorites from this collection. I really didn't like her color scheme and her outfits. They seemed very bare in comparison to the rest of the other girls. But I have to say, I do like her personality, at least from the little we get to see from her in this episode. I really liked it because it seemed like she was a person that likes to report on the real news and doesn't like to, you know, twist it to make it more interesting for the audiences and to garner more popularity because of it. I don't know. I think that's just what I implied from her, what I interpret from her. And I really like it. I like how she's more realistic, like raw. She takes raw pictures, and she's not gonna be somebody who again is gonna twist and make false, I was gonna say false advertisement. No, just false news. And I feel like I don't know. I feel like Violet would do something like that, but maybe I'm not sure. I just don't like Violet, so maybe I'm just saying that because I don't like her. Any other thing? I really just liked her. I hope to see more from her. I think that's it for her. Next we have Delilah, which she's one of my favorites from this collection. I love her. She's so cute. Now, as a character, I expected everything, everything that she showed within those like few seconds to minutes is what I expected her to be. Very shy and poetic and very expressive with her music. She expresses herself, her feelings towards poems and music, and I love that aspect of her. Now, within the audition, I do have to agree with the judge that was Paris. She did not really see, like, her stage presence was very weak, and she couldn't understand some of the words because she was kind of singing very whispery. So I can understand with that because I was like, it's a cute song. It's just that the way that she was singing it, the way that she was kind of like showing herself was very weak. So yeah, that's all I have to say with her. I thought they all both look fabulous. I want to see more from them, so I'm excited. And now let's discuss. I'm not sure if I should first discuss the auditions. Well, yeah, because I want to address River at the last so I can discuss everything that happened with River and every situation that happened with River. Now, let me put something out there first. I find it so funny that they put this scene with Glitch and like kind of shading the, in some way I felt like she was shading the Devious Twins cuz she was like, you can't change it up. You can't change the songs. If you participate and you continue moving up to the competition, you cannot change the lyrics and the music, nothing. And I felt like it was also a jab to the Devious Twins. But maybe I'm crazy, God knows. And it also makes sense in a way because the Devious Twins, the way that they have been implying or interpreting from them, well, at least me, I feel like the Devious Twins have gone, they're in the position that they are because of them cheating or finding other ways to get to win. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe money or cheating or doing any other thing that will help them achieve their goals. That's not really productive for them and their growth as or talents as an artist that they want to pursue. But that's just another conversation for another damn day. Now, let's get with the auditions, right? Let's talk about the auditions. Now, the way that it was set up, it made it feel like it was American Idol or La Voz or La Voz Kids. This is like the Latino version of American Idol, right? Or The Voice, basically. It's that the same shit. It's just in Spanish. And I found it odd for some reason because I was like, okay, this is like a competition, but it feels like it's American Idol or I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. It just felt a little weird, but it's not a bad thing, right? It's just not what I expected. Now, the contestants within this audition were the assistant, who is the assistant with no fucking name for all I know. Um the assistant of the Devious Twins, we have Delilah Fields, which I already talked about her, which I'm not going to address her anymore since I already discussed her. Natasha Zima and Those Darn Dolls, which I find that band name so odd. And in this band features Colin, Emerald, and River himself. Now I forgot Emerald's name. I know he has a name, but I just call him Emerald. Okay, I'm so sorry. And honestly, I'm actually glad that the only one that moved up to the next competitions, the next auditions, was Natasha Sima, because I feel like everyone else was uncoordinated and unprepared and just not polished. But Natasha Sima was giving me everything. She was giving me stage presence. She was giving me Lady. I was gonna say Lady Gaga, but no, not Lady Gaga. Maybe like Ariana Grande, like pop star. Pop star. And she wasn't even there. Like she wasn't even in that area that they have to be. She was basically at her school, which I'm like, girl, she did that. She did it. She did it. Props to her. She deserves it. I liked her singing. I liked the song. I liked the vibes. It was good. It was a bop. The assistant, however, he was one of the ones that did not get. Well, he did get 1 point from Paris because Paris found him funny. Now his performance was, oh my god. I give him props for the courage of going up there and performing. But let me tell you something. That song, what he was out here praising the Devious Twins, man, and he say he loves them. I'm like, I don't know. It feels like Stockholm syndrome, boy, because they don't treat you right. They don't respect you, right? I don't know what's going on there, right? It was crazy, but I give him props for the courage to stand up there in an audience and sing. So I give him props for that. Next, we have Those Darn Dolls, which out of everybody, they did not get any points whatsoever. None of the judges selected them, and I have to agree because they did seem unpolished, uncoordinated, at least on River's side. Now they were kind of like an a cappella group. Those old ages, maybe the 50s, 60s. I'm not sure when was that genre very popular at, but they're just singing a cappella, which I love that kind of genre of music. I think it's beautiful, right? But they were snapping them damn fingers it was not on beat. I was like, what are you guys doing? It doesn't sound right. It just sounded really messy. So I understand why they didn't get chosen, right? And I think that's all I have to say regarding the auditions. I'm happy for Natasha Sima. 1 point for Shadow High. Let's get it, because I love Shadow High. Okay, I'm supporting them. Now let's get to the most important part discussion of this episode, which is about River. Now, this episode entirely focused on River and his downfall and how he had a bad day, because entirely this feels like a bad day for him, honestly, right? So, first off, let's talk about how he got fired from hosting and reporting on, Rainbow Vision TV. And it makes sense why, but I feel I have to disagree with them firing River instead of Violet. Now let's get into it. So within the first few minutes of this episode, we get to see the beginning of Mila, introduction of Mila. There's Robin, Violet, and River, and they're entering the area where they record their sessions, their TV sessions and stuff like that. And within that class, within that room, there's the Shadow High members and the Pacific Coast members. We have from the Shadow High, we have Ash and Heather, and then from Pacific Coast, we have Phaedra and Simone. And they were discussing to the Rainbow High crew. They were like, "We don't like that the only people that are reporting on Rainbow Vision TV is only Rainbow High members. They should be more diversity. There should be more people from other schools included, which I completely agree. Now, the thing I'm pissed off is that they fire River because he's also competing, which I get it. I get it. I just don't like Violet. So I was like, I don't want Violet here. Why didn't they fire her instead? But I understand why they decide to fire River because he was also competing and it wouldn't be an unbiased opinion. It would become more biased, right? So I get that. So his day is not going good. He's talking with Amaya. They're having like a cute session together, but he's very stressed that he's not focusing on calming down and doing things in a more clear, like having a clearer head. Which I'm happy for Amaya. Amaya seems like a very good girlfriend, at least from what we see in this episode. She seemed like she was only trying to make things better for him and to try to cheer him up, which is so sweet. But again, he was having a bad day, so I understand. I understand both points. Next, we have the auditions. He doesn't nail the auditions. So now he lost both of the things that he was really excited about within this competition. So he doesn't have anything else to do, which I understand. He feels like a failure. Amaya tries to cheer him up, but he's not having it. And then what he does, he says, "We're breaking up," which now he lost a girlfriend. So, what are you doing? You lost your job. Well, it's not even a job. It's just like, let's just say you're a reporter. He lost that job. He lost his audition. He lost the competition, and now he lost his girlfriend. Man, what are you doing? He could have controlled the situation when it came to his girlfriend, but no, no, he wanted to go crazy and be like, "We have to have a break cuz I'm a loser and I feel shit." I get it. I understand the feelings. I understand him. But I'm so sad for Amaya though, because Amaya didn't deserve that. Now I'm hopeful that in the next episode we get to. Oh, sorry, I'm a little gassy. Um, but I hope that in this episode, the next episode, we get to see more, not revelations, but something's more addressed. Like something's addressed, right? Other than that, I don't have anything else to say. I want to mention some other little tidbits, like Violet getting pissed off at Phaedra. I was here for it. Yeah, I'm like, Phaedra, keep pissing Violet off because I just want her angry. I was like, yeah, yeah. I also wanted to like question Skylar because within the audience there was like these little round tables with Shadow High, Pacific Coast, and Rainbow High students cheering the contestants on, and when the darn dolls appeared, Skylar and Amaya were at the same table. And I was like, wait a minute. So I know you're probably supporting Amaya and her boyfriend, but I found it odd because I'm like, don't you hate Colin's ass? Like, why are you here at the table supporting them? God knows what was going on. Maybe she's just supporting River and Emerald and not Colin. She could not give a shit about Colin. Also, let's talk about the characters. You see them three together and they look identical and I hate it. I hate it. The only male doll that male 3D that looks different is Ash because of his eyes and the way that the eyes are formed. And he also has a different haircut. I wish that even though they do have slight differences within the hair and the color schemes, I do wish they have more diversity when it comes to the doll, like the faces. Right? Because they all look the same to me. When I saw them all three together, I'm like, yo, they all look the same, just different colors. Found it a little bit hilarious, but I was just a little annoyed as well because I'm like, yo, what, man. But I am glad that there's more of an appearance with Emerald because they have mentioned him. I think since season 1, they have mentioned Emerald, which actually funny clip. Let me see if I have that audio because it was so hilarious. They were like, not Emerald, he's so hot. Not Emerald, he's so hot. That episode, that audio is hilarious to me. Oh my god, it's so fucking funny. It's just like how nasally the voice is. But anyways, I think that's all I have to say. Let me know what you think of the auditions, the introduction of Mila and Delilah, like the 3D models. What do you think about them? What do you think about River and Amaya breaking up? Do you think they're gonna get back together? I'm pretty sure they would. And I'm sure that River's gonna come back and apologize because I feel like that was really fucked up from him because he was just upset. You know, he was thinking in the moment and not really thinking about the future or like the consequences of those actions. And I'm pretty sure that maybe in the next episode he's gonna be like, "Yeah, I'm sorry. Like I'm thinking straight now. I'm so sorry." Right? So yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. Make sure to like, subscribe, and so I was gonna say select. No, but like click on the notification bell to get notified of new videos that I post. And yeah, that's gonna be it for today. Bye.